How's it going? My name's Gabriel Roman, and today I'm going to talk about ankle sprains and how to overcome it with different types of workouts and, just something to get you going after you sprain your ankle. So the first thing you want to do after you sprain your ankle is called RICE. It's called the RICE method. It's rest, ice, compress, and elevate. So what this is going to do, it's going to reduce the swelling. So what an ankle sprain is when you move your ankle in a way where it's outside of your usual range of motion. So I was playing basketball and I did a dribble move, and what happened was my ankle just turned it away, which it wasn't supposed to. So some of the ligaments here were damaged. So after you use the RICE method, which is rest, ice, compress, and elevate, you go on to different sorts of exercises once the inflammation goes down. And one of the exercises, I'm going to give you 4 today. You start with your band near the top side of your foot. So what this is going to do is that if it snaps off like that, it's not going to go towards your face or anything at certain angles. So you'll do 10 to 15 reps. I'm just going to do a couple right now. So you want to work on your mind-muscle connection. So that means only focusing on your ankle and really like feeling it move. That's the best way to explain it. So I'm going for full range of motion. And I want to make sure that the band is not controlling my movement, and then I have full control of it. So what this does right here, it gives me a little bit more, area to work with, because if I was on the ground, I wouldn't be able to go this far out. So for the next exercise, I'm simulating kind of like a pull to the right side, which is what I'm using this foot for. And remember, you just want to go left and right in this direction. Don't let the band control you. And do it a 10 to 15 reps. So I'm using very light weight here because I just recently sprained my ankle. So then, again, have it on the top side. And for this next one, you're going to go across. And it's just doing the exact opposite of what I just did. So it's working on different muscles just to strengthen them. And again, go to the right and left. It might hurt a little bit, but you just gotta push through it. And again, 10 to 15. And then for the final exercise, I don't use this because it kind of gets in the way, but I'm simulating a downward pull in this area. And again, what this is doing is it's just strengthening my ankle and working on my flexibility, my mobility, so that I have less of a chance to get injured. According to MayoClinic.org, 90% of ankle injuries they'll heal on their own after you take care of it, you rest it, you ice it, and you compress it. But 10% of those need to have surgery done or do physical therapy like I'm doing. And it's always good to do things like this because scar tissue will build up here after a couple of sprained or even one sprain. And what you need to do is you just rub it out, because that's going to lessen the strength that you'll be able to get back to by like 18% like athletic decrease in performance. So you just do 10 to 15. And it's important to stay consistent with these. A quote given by Benjamin Franklin, he that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. So you have to make sure that you do these exercises every other day, you give yourself rest, and be consistent, because without consistency, you won't be able to really accomplish anything in life. So in conclusion, I've gone over the RICE method, given you 4 exercises to work on at home, and then just letting you know that you need to be consistent with your workouts if you want to see results. Thank you.